Hello, and welcome to another wellness podcast. I'm your host, Stephanie Hunt. Thank you for joining me today. For those who joined me for my last podcast, I would love to hear how your challenge went. If you are joining me for the first time and would love to join in, go to my first podcast, episode 1, Welcome to the Journey, the 4 pillars of wellness plus success principles to learn more about the 7-day challenge. So why only 7 days? We talked in the first podcast, it can take at least 21 days to create a new habit, and in some cases, up to 250 days. However, creating a habit isn't necessarily a matter of days, but rather a matter of frequency. In his book, Atomic Habits, James Clear lays out what it truly takes to make a habit stick. I highly recommend the book, and we'll talk more about that in later podcasts. The power of 7 days is something that I discovered a few years back. I was at a leadership conference, and the speaker, Terry Savelle Foy, spoke about positive affirmations and the power of our pep talk, also the name of her book. She talked about the power behind our words and speaking positive affirmations daily. Well, at the time, I didn't know if I could actually speak positive affirmations every day, all the time, forever. I told myself I could do it for 7 days. I knew that if I only focused on 7 days, that I wouldn't have to think about it the forever time frame. And so it happened. I did it for 7 days, and then because I had that win under my belt, I decided to do it for another 7 days. I knew I could focus on 7 days, and really didn't look beyond that. Then 7 days turned into a month, which turned into several months strung together. I'm not saying that 7 days segments are the magic answer. What I'm saying is that most of us, when we really get down to it, know that we can do something for a certain length of time. Be that 1 day, 3 days, 5 days, or 7. It's getting little wins strung together that creates success. But what are we trying to string together to move ourselves forward? How do you choose and where do you start? Great question. I find that the 4 pillars are a great place to start with. Over the next several weeks, I will be going into greater depth on the 4 pillars, but we'll give a quick overview today. While most of us have heard of these pillars either apart or together, we can be good at brushing them off or neglecting them, probably because we have told ourselves too often that it's something that we need to do. I need to drink more water. I need to work out more. I should practice mindfulness, meditation, or have quiet time more. I really need to start eating better and taking my vitamins. How many of us have used these same excuses and not gotten anywhere? And yes, they are excuses. Saying to yourself that you need to do something is simply your brain's way of procrastinating or putting it off. While we have good intentions, simply saying that I need to do something won't accomplish anything. But more on that in a later podcast. So where do we start? I like to start with what I believe is the simplest one, hydration. While it can be tough to do new things because we often have to shift our schedules or move things around in order to do them, hydration is something that takes minimal effort to accomplish. Often, the question comes up, how often and how much? We have all heard the 8 glasses of water spiel. And I've even read articles that say we don't need to drink water because we get our daily water from the fruits and vegetables that we eat in the day. Well, 8 glasses of water is a good place to start, and we can get some water from our fruits and veggies. This is merely a starting point, not a settling point. What I'd recommend, and what many wellness professionals recommend, is take your body weight, divide it in half, and drink that in ounces of water. So if someone weighs 150 pounds, they would drink around 75 ounces of water a day. If one adds exercise into that, or being out in the sun, or sweating, you would want to increase that amount. So why water? Can't we just drink things with water in them and get hydrated? While most beverages do contain water, they also contain other things that can inhibit or even counteract the benefits of drinking water. I will go into more detail next week on the many values of drinking water. If you are saying, I have a hard time getting my 8 glasses, let alone half my body weight in ounces. In the following weeks, I will give tips on how to work this into your daily life to make it easier to accomplish. Next, we'll touch on mindfulness. Whether one approaches it as mindfulness, meditation, quiet time, journaling, or however you see it. Slowing down to clear your mind, shutting off your phone, and focusing on mindfulness can do wonders for your mind and body. Especially in today's busy world, it can be hard to just rest. I don't mean sleeping or napping. It's an intentional process that can help lower blood pressure, clear your mind, improve your thinking, among many other benefits. Depending on where you are in your journey with mindfulness, you may be able to just sit and rest. Some prefer to journal or pray or something similar. It can be difficult and sometimes discouraging if you are just starting out. It can feel almost like pointless time, especially when we are constantly going and working on something. Doing what feels like nothing can be hard. But if you want to move forward, practicing mindfulness is key to staying focused, calm, and clearing your mind daily. Now, skipping over to exercise. While many of us know we are supposed to exercise, it can be hard to do. You often have to change your schedule around, either get up earlier or maybe stay up later. Where to start and how to continue can be confusing, and wondering if it's really worth it. While exercise can be a minefield to navigate, if you are just starting out or looking at where to get going, I encourage you to just start. Go for a 10-minute walk in the morning, stretch first thing when you get up, or if you have equipment at home, ride your bike in the evening while you're catching up on your latest show. And I'll address this more in a later episode, but until then, just get in the habit of doing something. Don't get overwhelmed by all there is to do. Just focus on the one thing that you know you can do and do that for the next 7 days. Finally, we'll touch on nutrition. Another area that there are loads and loads of opinions, studies, thoughts, and experience. It can be hard to rifle through all the information out there and know how to approach proper nutrition. I'll address this later in a lot more detail. But if you, again, feel overwhelmed by everything that you could change and all that can be done with your nutrition, I encourage you to start small and work up from there. Replace one snack a day with a healthier option. Instead of going out for lunch, take a few minutes to pack a lunch in the morning with a little healthier option. Add a vegetable to your dinner. Cut out chips for the next 7 days. Start taking a daily multivitamin. While there is a ton of information on vitamins, and some saying that they do wonders and others claiming that they are useless, I have some that I recommend that are whole plant-based and come in a wide range of options. You can find the link on my website or Facebook page. Again, it's not about fixing everything today. It's about taking small steps, little bits at a time, to create long-lasting change. If you are someone like me and like to have a laid-out plan that you can go off of, I do work with a specific plan that addresses the 4 pillars and lays out a plan to increase your success in these areas. Feel free to email me or connect with my website to learn more. Next week, we are going to dive deeper into hydration, explore benefits and how to go about it wherever you may be at. If you did participate in the 7-day challenge, I would love to hear about it in the comments below. Whether you stuck to it, or even if you did it for a couple days and then didn't finish, it's not about being perfect, but instead gaining control just a little bit at a time and being a little bit better than yesterday. If you had a great week, do it again. Go another 7 days, but if you didn't quite make it to 7, then try for it again this week. Don't focus on last week if you didn't hit your goal. What happened in the past will only affect you if you allow it. So brush it off. Because today is a new day, a new week, and a new start to your life. As C.S. Lewis says, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are today and change the ending. Go and shape your life this week, and I'll see you in 7 days.